otok usred neba. Najviša planina u Africi, Kilimandžaro. Širok 64 km, proteže se preko područja veličine 50 Manhattana. Njegovi masivni bokovi stvaraju vlastitu mikroklimu. Voda koja se slijeva niz Kilimandžaro ključna je za raznovrsnost biljnog života na njoj. A izoliranost njezinih šuma omogućila je razvoj mnogih vrsta. Kilimandžaro je raj, osobito za one koji žele proučavati njezine neobične sredine. Prirodoslovac Robin Buxton posvetio je život proučavanju područja oko Kilimandžara.
I was born in East Africa, and it's a place that I've always come back to. Now there are concerns that Kilimanjaro is dying, and that's important, both of the people who live on the mountain and for the visitors from all over the world who visit it. I'm going to try and climb Kilimanjaro, which will be very difficult for me, but I think it's well worth doing if we can answer some of these questions about its health.
Robin cijeli život pokušava prevladati i osobnu tragediju. Kada je imao 2 godine i živio ovdje s obitelji, Robin je dobio dječju paralizu, koja je uzrokovala trajnu invalidnost. Njegov je otac umro od iste infekcije. Robin se uvijek htio popeti na planinu. Biće to velik test njegovih sposobnosti, ali Robin osjeća potrebu da to učini sada. Prvi Europljani koji su došli u ovaj dio istočne Afrike bili su začuđeni kada su otkrili da se nad ravnicom uzdiže planina. Toliko začuđeni da isprava nisu bili sigurni je li snijeg na vrhu možda zapravo oblak. Kilimandžaro je toliko velik da stvara svoj vlastiti sustav vremena. A oblaci koji često prekrivaju planinu daju kišu mnogim Tanzanijcima koji žive u blizini. I oni su jako zabrinuti da planina možda umire ugrožavajući i njihove živote. Robin se treba naći sa starim prijateljem, Michaelom Ngataluaom, čuvarom parka i prirodoslovcem koji je sudjelovao u Robinovim ekspedicijama, ali se nikad nije popeo na Kilimandžaro.
Hi, Michael.
Hi, Robin.
It's very, very good to see you.
Me too.
Yeah?
How are you?
I'm well, thank you. How are you?
I'm okay.
And your family?
They are all fine.
They're all fine?
Yes.
Excellent.
Yes.
Ovo će i za Michaela biti pustolovina, koliko i za Robina. Istočni vrh Afrike je obilježen velikom rasjednom dolinom, područjem pukotina koje se proteže od sjevera do juga. Duž rasjeda se nalaze mali i veliki vulkani, ali u Tanzaniji se nalazi najveći vulkan koji ih sve nadvisuje, Kilimandžaro. Uspon je težak. Samo trećina onih koji pokušaju uspije stići do vrha. Put ih vodi pored sela, kroz šume, pa preko vulkanskih zaravni, sve dok ne dođu do strme kupole u središtu.
The reason to climb Mount Kilimanjaro is I really want to get to the highest point. And that snow on top of that mountain, it's really makes me like a dream. I'm just trying to think, how could I get there with the difficult weather? Also, I would like to touch that snow and to get close to it. In a tropical area, it's amazing things to have snow on the mountain. The only snow I see maybe on the television in Europe or some places in America or whatever, there's snow. But in Africa, that is a really amazing thing. So I'm proud and I will be happy if I'll get there and to see the things like that.
Michael će biti jedan od rijetkih Tanzanijaca koji će se pokušati uspjeti na Kilimandžaro. Planinarska je oprema preskupa, pa se većina ljudi iz okolice planine nikada nije popela na nju, osim onih unajmljenih za pomoć stranim ekspedicijama. Ali ovim je Tanzanijcima planina bitan dio kulture, jer im daje plodno tlo za usjeve.
So, your daughter is Edita.
Yes.
What does she like to do?
She likes sports, writing,
Yeah?
and reading. Why she don't know.
Yes.
But she pretend, yeah.
Great.
And she's very talkative.
Very, very.
Lokalni su Tanzanijci razvili takozvani sustav ratarstva s drvećem. Veliko drveće daje sjenu usjevima koji rastu podno njega.
I'm used to farming systems where there's one crop, and here we've got trees to give shade, we've got bananas, we've got these yams, we've got coffee.
Yeah.
Why do we have such a complicated way of growing crops?
Yeah, if you look behind here, this tall tree, yeah, and this is to give shade for this coffee.
And then the bananas, they like the shade too?
The banana, yes, they need moisture and a little bit wet, so they grow very well.
And does this help the soil?
Exactly.
And without the trees and without the bananas and everything, the soil would go and the water would also go.
Exactly.
Upravo je voda koja teče niz Kilimandžaro ključna za zdravlje planine i Tanzanijaca iz njezine okoline. Robin i Michael trebaju odgovoriti na pitanje hoće li zbog nestajućih ledenjaka Kilimandžaro ostati i bez ključnog dotoka vode.
Where does all this water come from?
This water comes from the mountain.
Yes. Which part of the mountain? From the top?
Odgovor nije jednostavan. Iako topljenje ledenjaka stvara dio vode, tu su i kiše iz bujnih šuma na obroncima Kilimandžara.
And as we go further up, we find real cloud forest.
Yeah.
And in the cloud forest, where it doesn't necessarily rain, but the clouds form in among the trees and the water condenses on the trees.
Yes.
And that is a still important source of water, though much higher up than we are here.
Yes. As you see, because there's plenty of water running down.
Planina je razvila mnoge načine zadržavanja vode. Kako se Robin i Michael više uspinju, čini se da je sve pokriveno mahovinom, paprati i drugim biljkama koje tu rastu da bi se zadržala vlaga. Čitava se oblačna šuma ponaša kao ogromna spužva, čineći ovo rajem za prirodoslovce.
This is magical.
So, Robin, are you okay to climb the mountain?
I think we have to see. Jumbo.
Jumbo.
I don't feel very confident at all.
Why?
Because it's very, very high. It's a very long walk. But I think we must try to do it, mustn't we?
The things which will become very hard for Robin to work out. It's a little bit mud and sleepy because he tends to use a lot of energy to go a little bit higher. It's really hard work for him. By the way, I think he could manage to do it, no matter it's hard or whatever.
Kako se penju sve više u oblačnu šumu, nailaze na neke od biljaka koje su proslavile Kilimandžaro. Planina je izolirana i zbog toga su nastale mnoge autohtone vrste. Govori se da postoje više jedinstvenih vrsta na Kilimandžaru nego u pojedinim čitavim državama. Kilimandžaro ponekad zovu otokom u nebu, jer je razvio vlastiti jedinstveni ekosustav koji bi i sada mogao biti ugrožen. Robinu i Michaelu će za dalji uspon trebati pomoć brojnije ekspedicije, s nosačima i opremom za planinarenje na velikim visinama.
Here we are, where we set off onto the mountain proper. It's absolute pandemonium, lots of people looking for work as porters, people being matched to the loads we've got, and really quite a chaotic scene. The vehicles have had trouble bringing the kit to this point, stuck in the mud and things like that, so we're a lot later setting off than we'd hoped to be. It's going to be a bit of a saga getting to camp before it's dark.
Robinu i Michaelu se pridružuje njemački geolog Volker Lorenz, svjetski stručnjak za vulkane.
Exad, we're in a position now, all these three boxes and these six.
Drugi geolog, Kevin Doherty, već dobro poznaje planinu i zato je vođa tima. Uz svu uobičajenu zalihu moraju ponijeti dodatnu opremu za snimanje. To znači da će biti potrebno 50 nosača za niže etape uspona. Biće to naporan put za sve. Svi ovi Tanzanijci žive u nizini oko planine pa nisu aklimatizirani za život na velikim visinama.
This shows very well how the small holdings are moving up into the forest area and forest being cleared the whole time to make way for farming. It's been interesting to see the state of the forest. Tanzania, of course, needs the timber. It's an economic resource. It's a very important resource. But from the point of view of the Kilimanjaro ecosystems, it breaks up the natural forest in a way which makes it very difficult for animals to move between bits of the forest. Having said that, we've just seen colobus monkeys in the pine trees, which is very interesting. In some ways that's encouraging, but I think the fact that one species is prepared to use the pines doesn't necessarily mean that everything in the garden's rosy. There's a huge number of children around, all their families, populations growing the whole time on the mountain. Lots of people all the way up here, very nearly to the edge of the national park. It's always exciting, this point, and feeling that we're really starting the top part of an expedition and get to the high ground. You'll probably hear me get breathless because we're here at about 9,000 feet, and breathing starts to get a bit more difficult. The air's thin.
Konačno, nakon dugog pakiranja, ekspedicija započinje. Nakon 2 dana penjanja, tim se nalazi iznad drveća i u ravnini s oblacima. Došli su do područja suhog tla na kojem raste vrijesak, koji, poput mnogih biljaka na Kilimandžaru, može narasti neobično visoko. Volker Lorenz prvi put vidi vulkanske kratere koji prekrivaju Kilimandžaro. Jer Kilimandžaro nije samo jedan vulkan, već 3. Prije 800.000 godina niz je erupcija potaknuo prvi od njih, planinu Šira, da se uzdigne iznad istočno-afričke ravnice. Zatim je nastao još jedan divovski vulkan na istoku, Mavenzi. Na kraju, prije samo 300.000 godina, erupcijom je između ta 2 vrha nastao vulkan Kibo, penjući se na ramena 2 vulkana kako bi postao jedan od najviših vulkana na svijetu. Ipak, krateri su od tada erodirali, osobito krater najstarijeg vulkana Šire, preko kojeg tim upravo prelazi.
That's a nice piece.
Volker i Kevin pokušavaju ustanoviti kako su se krateri točno urušili, jer bi to moglo pomoći u predviđanju budućnosti Kilimandžara.
These vesicles, they are the result of the magma.
Donedavno su znanstvenici pretpostavljali da se krov kratera jednostavno urušio.
since St. Helens there's a new model because of the steep slopes and some eruptions and material moving in from below, you get slope instability and a lot of material is moving sideways, and the idea at present is moving to the north, and you get a big scar like at St. Helens.
Folkera brine da Kilimandžaro ne bi učinio što i Sveta Helena 1980. Nije erumpirala, nego se odronila, rascijepljujući time čitav bok planine i ispuštajući piroklastični tok koji je uništio veliko područje oko vulkana. Šume 11 km oko Svete Helene bile su sravnjene sa zemljom. Volker i Kevin vide da se rub Kiboa urušio zbog jednog takvog odrona. Bili se mogao dogoditi ozbiljniji odron i bili on mogao osloboditi podzemnu magmu.
I'm sure this crater has a long history. It probably was much deeper than it is today, and then it was filled.
Looks like we've got some lion prints here. I'm quite surprised to see these here actually at this altitude.
These are real lions?
Yeah, these are certainly lion prints. I mean, have a look at the size of them. They are lion prints. I thought they disappeared long ago. I've not seen any evidence of them for a long time. Do you have your altimeter on you?
Just a moment.
This is quite unusual for up here, and certainly lion without a shadow of doubt, and quite recent as well. It rained heavily 2 days ago, so certainly in the last
3,645 meters.
Which is about pretty much exactly 12,000 feet. These crystals where this actually froze over last night, and if you look carefully in here, there's no evidence of that, which means this could have occurred early this morning or certainly within the last 24 hours.
So the lion could still be around.
Oh, absolutely. It lives. There's lion up here, and I should think this lion's territory is this crater.
Mm-hmm. It's frightening here. You have lions up here.
It's frightening, but where there's food, there's lion.
Robin zaostaje za ostalima. Napor prelaska preko velikog širinog vulkanskog kratera lagano se zamjećuje. Treba mu dvostruko duže nego drugima da stigne od jednog kampa do drugog, iako se maksimalno trudi. Ali već se bio popeo na planine slične visine i odlučan je u namjeri da se uspne i na ovu.
It was a longer walk than I expected. I got very exhausted on it. We've come up apparently only 1,000 feet from where we camped last night, but it felt like an awful lot more than that, and I was really cold when I got in my tent, so got in the puffer jacket and the sleeping bag, and I'm warming up now, but I feel a lot better. Mild sickness, threw something out of the system, and that often helps to clear things. So that's how I am, and it's going to be quite a recovery story overnight, I think. Arms are feeling quite sore because I've used my sticks a heck of a lot today. But we're here, and there's a wonderful sunset out there. Isn't that just gorgeous? The sun sliding down the southern slope of Meru, and orange glow spreading under the clouds to the north of there. But I'm feeling quite cold sitting here in the mouth of my tent, and be good to feel warmer. So that's partly that story is just time and keeping in the sleeping bag and the puffer jacket, and partly it's steeling myself to eat something which doesn't feel at all appetizing at the moment. But that's typical of altitude, so it's just the sort of thing we have to cope with and say, well, tough, you've got to eat, man.
Anybody else care for some whiskey? Cheers. Prost. Prost, Michael.
At the end of the day, safety is our biggest concern, and the weather it's still continuing to be foul. So
it's raining down here, but it's probably, what will it be, snowing up there?
It is snowing up there because
Tim ima problem. Pokušavaju se popeti rutom zvanom Zapadna pukotina, rascijepom u boku planine koji je nastao zbog odrona, ali palo je puno više snijega nego što je uobičajeno za ovo doba godine.
But the point is that the reason that we've actually come at this time of year is there should be very little snow, if any at all. I backed off last year with 4 clients off the western breach. We had the intention of going up, just with guides, up to the summit and down the Barafu route. Yeah. We're actually talking about, in much worse conditions, going up.
Oh, we don't know what we don't actually know what the conditions are like.
We know they're worse.
I've talked to people who've been up in January a few years ago, and they were saying they thought I could probably manage it, but then it was very dry. There was no snow up the route to go up.
What I like to do, particularly at this point when we're climbing higher up on the mountain, is to slow the pace down and to keep moving rather than take lots of stops, and just at a very, very slow pace to enable us to acclimatise as we're moving. I'm actually inclined to get Robin up before the rest of us, if that's okay with you. 5:30 for Robin as a time to wake up, and preferably leaving.
I better miss dinner and go to bed then, Kev.
Yeah. Robin, would you like a cup of tea? Bit cold.
Cold one, is it?
Yes, it's frosted. There you go.
That'll bring you after the sister. That's brilliant.
Do you have a headache? Feel fine?
No headache.
Excellent, excellent.
Kilimandžaro je poznat po magli i lošem vremenu koje se može spustiti na planinu. Magla i loše vrijeme u kombinaciji s hladnoćom i visinom mogu otežati uvjete svakoj ekspediciji. Nakon nekog vremena Robinu hodanje postaje preteško i nosači predlažu da ga nose na izmjenice.
Well, if you tip me in the stream, it'll be a well-deserved bath, even if it's rather cold. Because I think I'm beginning to smell on this mountain. Man seemed to enjoy it as much as I think I did, which is he's one of our real stalwarts, obviously, and great credit to him for saying that was the easiest way to get me down there, because I think that could have taken me 2 hours to walk down that scree slope quite easily. And with this mist and cloud and being able to see 20 yards sometimes, it's been rather depressing at times, and thinking, where the hell are we?
Robin i Michael se spuštaju u rasjet pored planine. Ovdje se nalazi dolina puna divovskih stračaca, biljke koja obično naraste samo nekoliko centimetara. A ovdje je velika poput tornja. Ovo je čarobno mjesto. Kilimandžaro je poznat po svojim divovskim biljkama. Ujutro, kada je nebo vedro, otkriva se ova velika dolina. Zove se Baranko i u njoj nalazimo najviše neobičnih biljaka.
Well, Michael, we talked about looking forward to finding the Senecios, and here we are with a great forest of them. Isn't this exciting?
Yeah.
This nearest one seems to have the remains of flowers on it.
Yes.
And I can't see the remains of flowers on any of the others. So I think flowering must be a fairly rare event.
Yeah.
It's like old leather, isn't it? These leaves.
The water just goes down into this part, because it's look like more softy, and then it collects some sort of water, and it keeps in that leaves.
The evolutionary process of these plants is even affecting the dead part, isn't it? So that it doesn't decay away and fall off, but it stays with the plant. This has several layers. But this is a very, very thick layer of insulation. We've just been. I hope we can put this back nicely for the plant's duvet tonight, because it needs that.
Sve su biljke u dolini Baranko bile prisiljene na prilagodbu teškom planinskom okruženju. Ove su lobelije razvile jedinstvenu strategiju preživljavanja. Skladište posebnu vrstu šećera koji spriječava smrzavanje biljke po noći i gubljenje vlage tijekom toplijih dana.
This is the common plant in altitude like this, and it's grow only in this altitude, 3,800 meter.
And it's amazing to think this is so closely related, the same genus as things people grow in hanging baskets in English gardens. And it's so very, very different.
I think the barranco here, while it's stark and it's got all this rock around it, it's a very, very live place. And my interest in biology and ecology, interest in why plants like these giant senecios, these giant ground sauce, the giant lobelias, why they're giant, why other things are so silvery, all the plants around and you can see in the background, why they've come to reflect the light. That is what really fascinates me. It's the interaction of the altitude, the extremes of cold and heat and light, and how those plants and animals really cope with the difficulties that it presents. And perhaps it's a bit of a privilege to have been able to come here to experience for myself some of that difficulty that these things are adapted to live with the whole time.
U međuvremenu je tim još uvijek zabrinut da bi moglo biti previše snijega na planini. Kevin odlučuje poslati izvidnicu kako bi vidjeli je li put prohodan.
Our biggest concern is the fact that we're taking up 25 porters up the mountain, plus about 10 of us, and around 8 guides as well. We're a big party. We're about 40 people, and it looks like there's been quite a lot of snow melt in the last few days, and with that amount of people, it's got to be safe. How far do you want to go up there today, and how far do you think it's necessary to go up to have a good look?
It's for 3 hours up to 4 hours.
But beyond Arrow Glacier, how far do you expect to get up?
Third halfway up.
Third halfway up.
Zloglasni se, turbulentni vremenski sustav Kilimandžara može približiti ekspediciji zastrašujućom brzinom. Kevin se najviše brine hoće li Robin uspjeti.
My main concern for Robin is the fact there's still a lot of snow on the western breach, and that'll make it quite awkward for him. And more importantly, if he were to not succeed, to come down off the western breach with snow is quite tricky. The second reason is he's been quite under the weather on the first few days on the mountain. I think that's paid its toll. And on top of that is the fact that it's altitude as well. It's quite high. The altitude's having a bit of an impact.
Kada se izvidnica vratila, izvijestili su da je put do vrha prohodan, iako vrlo težak zbog puno snijega. Svaki član tima mora za sebe odlučiti hoće li ići gore ili dolje.
We've come a long way in 7 days on the mountain, and I've decided that for me to go to the top with the amount of snow on the mountain is really asking an awful lot of myself and of the people who have to look after me in this process. So my decision is that the team goes on and they're fit and strong and they'll see all the things that we wanted to do, but for me, I shall walk out along this sort of contour somewhere between 13 and 14,000 feet. One of the things in my mind is, of course, that mountains do claim lives, and Kilimanjaro is no exception there. The idea that one should go to the top at all costs is not something that's ever really appealed to me. Rock and ice are not really my environment at all, but it would be nice to claim to have done it. So it's been a bit of a twinge to come to that decision. But I think it's the right one for everybody here. The team can move much less encumbered. They can get to their objectives. They can get the questions they need to answer answered, the things they need to look at, particularly the glaciers and the top of the volcano looked at. Yes, there's a little bit of a sense of sadness that my own strength isn't good enough to say, yes, let's face the challenge. But truth is, I have a family. In fact, one of my children's on the train to school at the moment. And
They come first.
Robin's decision that he have to go down, I support him. That's a good decision. No matter we were together in our plan to go all the way to the top. But so far this is a good decision. For him, this height, it's quite far enough for him.
To help him up.
I'll miss him very much. But that's the option. You have to go down according to this weather, and also it's quite a lot for him to continue. So I miss him, but still it's fine for him to go down.
See you later, Vulkan.
See you later.
See you in a week's time.
Have a good long walk.
Well, I hope you.
Short walk.
I hope you have an even better walk.
Yeah.
Up the
Be
top.
nice to have you
up the
up
top. Yeah. Just wave from the top, and we'll be looking out.
I'll
for
do
you.
so.
And I hope
All
it's
the best to you.
I hope it's very interesting. Good. Thank you, Kevin.
See you, Robin. Well done.
See you. See you.
Done really well.
Great. Brilliant.
See you later.
Okay, 20.
Take care of him.
Michael će sada pokušati odgovoriti na neka od pitanja koja su najviše mučila Robina. Pogotovo na ono, jesu li ledenjaci koji nestaju s vrha planine važan izvor vode. Tim odlučuje početi dvodnevni juriš na zapadnu pukotinu. Dok se penju još više u oblake, prolaze pored velike vulkanske formacije koja izranja iz magle. Poznata je kao toranj lave. Sada se približavaju granici iznad koje ima snijega tijekom cijele godine. Nailaze na lokvice otopljenog snijega, ali ih očito nema dovoljno da opskrbe donje šume. Na ovoj visini tik ispod zapadne pukotine rijetke biljke preživljavaju, a hladnoća je neprijatelj i ljudima. Na rijetkom zraku i pri niskoj temperaturi naglo je buknula svađa oko najboljeg načina postavljanja šatora.
Here, where we are now, we are at Arrow Glacier. So we are overnight here. It's cold, and it's difficult to tell you how many centigrade, but it's a freezing cold. So, and sometimes it's hard to breathe, and you get the difficulty. And I see the snow, and so far it's not very scares me as I thought before, and I'm still feel comfortable, and I hope I will get there and I will manage to get to the top. Tomorrow we plan to go to the crater, and we plan to overnight 2 nights over there. Then we will see what we will arrange for the next leg to the summit.
We have almost a full moon. We're covered in mist. We can't see where we're going, and at this point, quite honestly, it's very apprehensive. And all I want to do is get up the hill and get it over and done with. And that's usually how I feel at this stage in proceedings on the mountain. The night before the summit, I always just wish I was walking on it. I can't wait till I wake up in the morning and actually get it over and done with.
Na 5.500 metara hodanje uz kamenu zapadnu pukotinu je nevjerojatan napor. Zbog malog kisika u zraku, svaki korak postaje napor. Tim je zabrinut da će, ako se ne uspiju dovoljno brzo popeti, jako sunce otopiti svježi snijeg i izazvati odron kamenja.
The quicker we get out of here, the better.
Huh?
The quicker we move on from here, the better.
Really? You're not happy with it?
The best place to stop is like, you see this cliff on our left, some location like that, or even where this lot are, but in the rocks. So anything that comes down from the cliffs above, bounce over.
Nakon iscrpljujućeg 12-satnog penjanja, napokon izbijaju na visoravan tik ispod vrha. Ovdje veliki ledenjaci okružuju vulkanski krater Kilimandžara.
Oh. Gee, that's the glacier. Unbelievable. Here I am. Top of this big volcano. At lunchtime I almost fell asleep. So I was exhausted, I was tired. Didn't sleep too well last night. But then realizing we get closer and closer to the rim, the summit rim, I felt invigorated. I certainly would like to be down there and look into the crater.
We'll go down there and have a look. Is it what you expected, Volker?
It's even more. I mean, I've seen photographs of this, but to stand here and look at it, that's something different. It's more exciting.
Absolutely. Can you smell the sulfur?
Oh yes.
I've just had a strong whiff of it. That is
really exciting.
Absolutely.
There's such steep walls. That's a collapse crater.
About 100 years ago, there was rumor that local people around here saw emissions coming out of here, but it's not actually been documented. I mean, this could be relatively recent.
Oh yes, the rim deposits, the grey rim, which is nicely to be seen, looks very, very young.
Because it's so uniform as well.
Yeah.
Svi pokazatelji ukazuju na to da se možda dogodila erupcija vulkana u zadnjih nekoliko stotina godina, što znači da ga se smatra potencijalno aktivnim. Da bi otkrili koliko bi Kilimandžaro mogao postati aktivan, spuštaju se u središte kratera. Ovdje u atmosferi s malo kisika, zbog vrućine tla u krateru i oštre hladnoće, osjećaju se kao da hodaju po mjesecu. Volker i Kevin traže fumarole, otvore kroz koje vulkanski plinovi izlaze u atmosferu.
This section seems very active.
I think let's have a try over here.
This is very fresh. This is warm as well, very hot here.
Is it?
Hold on, this is an active one.
Oh.
Ow!
The soil
Ow.
is hot.
Let's take a reading, I think. This one's hot as well, and there's moisture on my fingers. These two are certainly active.
Condensating steam.
Mjerenjem temperature ovih fumarola mogu procijeniti mjesta na kojima se ispod površine nalazi magma.
Okay, hold it. Even if you burn your fingers.
Oh, thank you.
Doesn't matter. Okay, the reading is 78.5.
78.5.
Yeah.
There's steam coming out.
Yeah.
Quite a bit.
The reading is 77.2. Okay.
Take it out.
Have it.
Well, it hasn't melted.
No.
Visoka temperatura i sumporni talog na unutarnjem rubu kratera ukazuju na postojanje aktivne magme u blizini površine. Volker procjenjuje da je magma 120 metara ispod površine.
Wow. This is really something.
It is, eh?
It's very steep.
Spectacular.
I would assume something like 100 meters.
Across?
No, deep.
Oh, sorry. I think we can actually see the bottom.
Oh, yes.
At least 100 meters.
It's a magnificent crater.
Baš kao i bok planine, stjenke su kratera jako strme i možebitno nestabilne, zbog čega je vrlo moguće da će doći do odrona. To bi moglo otkriti rastopljene stijene u središtu vulkana.
When I saw the glacier for the first time, it looked like something which is I didn't expect it to see in my eyes. It's real, I cannot explain, and it's something which is very beautiful. The glaciers I expected to see is just like the one I see in the pictures, in a flat surface, but the one I see now, it's totally different. And it's really, really amazing because it's something like a tower, a big tower of the glaciers.
Vreli zrak koji se diže iz vulkana oblikuje ledenjake u takve šarolike oblike. A zbog atmosferskog zračenja, većina vode iz ledenjaka ishlapi. Dok Michael proučava ledenjake, očigledno je da oni nisu glavni izvor vode za cijelu planinu. Ledenjaci na Kilimandžaru se smanjuju. Posljednja istraživanja pokazuje da je vjerojatno uzrok globalno zagrijavanje i slične promjene. Ledenjaci se konstantno povlače još od vremena kada se njemački istraživač Hans Mayer prvi put popeo na planinu 1889. Tek je 1912. napravljeno prvo pravo istraživanje ledenog pokrova. Prema posljednjim istraživanjima od tog je vremena nestalo 80% ledenjaka. A toplina vulkana još je jedan čimbenik. Ali što god bio uzrok topljenja, procijenjeno je da će do 2015. svi ledenjaci nestati.
If glacier disappear on Kilimanjaro, I feel so sad because if glacier disappear, that means it will be a lot of problem, and also the beauty of this mountain will disappear.
Rano sljedećeg jutra tim kreće na uspon do pravog vrha, udaljenog još skoro 300 metara od zaravnih kratera. Ovo će biti posljednji uspon kroz snijeg.
The music helps me very much up here because it keeps me in a rhythm when I'm walking. Now I'm walking, I have to follow this pace, so it helps me very much.
Kada se Hans Mayer prvi put popeo na vrh, nazvao ga je Kaiser Wilhelm Spitze, po njemačkom vladaru. Ali nakon što je Tanzanija stekla neovisnost 1961. preimenovan je u vrh Uhuru, kao simbol afričkog oslobođenja. Uhuru na Swahiliju znači sloboda.
Freedom.
I made it. I can't believe it. Whoa. Top of the world. Ah. The highest point in Africa. This is the point of my dream. Oh, man. Wow. Look at that. A massive view. The glaciers. Oh.
It's hard to believe. But here we are.
Look at that view, eh?
The top of Africa. Michael, Michael.
Congratulations.
Yeah, Kyle.
Hier sind wir.
Yeah.
Here we are.
Yeah, well done, Vulkan.
Das ist
Hard to believe.
Oh.
We made it.
Die,
To the very
der
top of
große
Africa.
den Berg auf dem Afrika.
The biggest volcano of them all.
Okay.
There we are, look
Exactly.
at that.
Hello, Robin.
Hello, is that you, Mike?
Yes,
Where are you?
I'm on the top now.
On the top of the whole...
Yes, I made it.
What's it like?
It's very cold up here. And I'm happy I made it.
Excellent. What can you see?
I can see the Heim Glacier. And I can see the crater.
How do you feel?
I feel okay. A little bit tired, but I'm okay.
And did Volker make it with you?
Yes, Volker made it too.
Well, listen, maybe we can fly up and see the mountain together later. Because I think that's the only way I'm going to see it now.
Okay,
Take care coming down then, Michael.
thank you. I hope to see you again. Bye, Robin. See you when I get there.
I regret quite a lot not going to the top. The walk down was pretty hard for me, and I needed a lot of help from the guys who came with me and the porters. I think it was definitely the right decision. From what I've heard from the rest of the crew who went up the Western Breach, they had a hard time. It was slippery and icy, and I think from the point of view of everything we've been trying to do, definitely the right decision that I should have walked around.
Robinova je odluka, iako je osobni korak unatrag, pridonijela sigurnosti i uspjehu ekspedicije. Tim je nakon 6 dana napornog pješačenja stigao na golu zaravan neposredno ispod vrha.
Just below the summit.
Od tamo su se neki penjali još 12 sati da bi stigli na gotovo 6000 metara. Sve u svemu, ekspedicija je došla do cilja. Tim je stigao do vrha planine. Sada im je jasno da su ovi ledenjaci nastali prije više od 11.000 godina, osjetljivi pokazatelji klimatskih promjena. Ali Robin vjeruje da će biljni svijet na i oko Kilimandžara i dalje bujati. Bez obzira smanjuju li se ledenjaci zbog kraja ledenog doba, topline vulkana ili globalnog zatopljenja, Robin i Michael bi mogli biti jedni od posljednjih ljudi koji će vidjeti ljepotu ledenjaka na ovoj veličanstvenoj planini.